Welcome back to Game 2 of our double-header tonight here at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. It's a Hume City Bronco women take on the ladder-leading Sunbury Jets. Sunbury also equal top with the Bulleen Boomers, a very, very formidable outfit they are. Only dropped the one game so far this season have the Jets. Nine and 1 on top of the table. Well, for our girls down here from Hume City, they've done all right so far. As welcome back, Hannah Gents. Hannah, you had a one game already so far under your belt as a commentator. How do you feel?
Feeling good. That was a good first game to go through, a bit of up and down, but with the men getting the 11-point win in the end was good, even though Sunbury, they came back a little bit in the end, but it was too little too late. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Yeah, Sunbury obviously being 9-1, they're obviously a really good team, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. And our ladies, they've been playing well, just haven't really put it on the board as of later, with a couple of injuries as well to Selena, and obviously Tash isn't playing tonight, Nikki Spencer and Georgia Kieran as well, all injuries.
A lot of injuries, a lot of outs tonight.
Yeah, so we'll see how they go, but we've still got good players in Leilani Seymour's been playing well, Hayley Wind. We've got a couple of youth league girls coming up as well, and Tegan, Jade Kirk, Harmony Harder, so we'll see how they go. Yeah, it's 3-week break, you never know what's going to happen. And not sure if Sunbury have any missing players. They got a girl there in trackies, so I'm guessing she's not playing, but we'll see how they go.
Looking at the Sunbury lineup, I guess they've got a couple of really standout players, but Jacinta Beckley in the top 5, scoring for the league so far, averaging 18, it's just under 19 points a game. Obviously would be something that Hume City will need to kind of assess and touch on throughout the game, because we don't want someone like her, who's a really prolific scorer, getting on any runs, just like we saw Jake Martin in the last game. You don't want that happening from a position point of view.
I think early on as well, if Sunbury get scores on the board quickly, that's going to have a lot of alarm bells ringing in the coach's mind. So I think it's really all about the first quarter. If the Broncos can keep the score relatively even, I think it'll go a long way into being competitive for this game, especially Jacinta Beckley trying to keep her scores down.
Laura O'Reilly as well for the Jets, leads both assists and I believe rebounds. So she's somebody that obviously the girls inside, Hayley Wind, Ellen Wright will need to obviously take note of, just be aware and try and shut her down from that perspective. For Hume City, I mean, Hayley Wind's doing it all. She's leading points, she's leading rebounds. How do you think they can get other players involved?
It's a good question. I guess it really depends on, the game plan. But yeah, you still really got to build around Hayley. So throwing Sophie, and Leilani Seymour has had a couple of good games, and she can shoot the three, so maybe it's getting her involved. Jess Ozopati runs the point really quickly, really fast, and then Tash obviously not playing again hurts. She gets a bit of on the scoreboard as well, so I think it's just real teamwork, being a lot of communication, especially on screens and back cuts and all that kind of stuff. So just really got to have that team spirit together, which I'm sure they have together, and going to be a real big test.
It definitely will be. They've put off some good wins, had some tough losses, but they start off the season 0-3. They've been able to peg it back and grab a couple of good wins. 1v6 here at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. We're underway. Wine wins the tap, but it comes straight to Orla O'Reilly. The girl we speak of leads rebounds and assists for the Jets. Dolphin-Meyer looks inside. Posting up, good steal from Azapari, down the floor immediately, wastes no time. Guarded by Dolphin-Meyer. Looks to take it all the way through, gets the foul. That's a good start from Jess Azapati in Hume City. There's a brilliant steal down one end and a good offensive play down the other.
Well, this is exactly what we were talking about 2 minutes ago, stopping Jacinta Beckley 2, getting a steal and quickly up the court.
Absolutely right. So for Sunbury on the floor, Courtney Ragg, Jacinta Beckley, Bianca Dulfermeyer, Orla O'Reilly and Tess Barnes, your starting 5 for the Jets. As a party makes both free throws, opens up the 2-0 start for Hume City. Dulfermeyer, guarded by Sapati here. Barnes, O'Reilly, back to Barnes, looks inside. Here she is. No call, nothing called at all. Could have gone either way rather, but jump ball going the way of Hume City. Probably could have been a foul, probably could have been a travel, but
either way, but call is nothing, so play on.
spot on. Beckley, they just couldn't get it to go. Burns now for Hume City. Hand off Siamoa. Swings it across the other side of the floor. Wind. Playing that high position so far. Probably got fouled, but they'll regain possession. 7 on the shot clock here. Burns needs to move it quickly. Swings it across as a party. 2 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Good block by O'Reilly. And shot clock violation. Sunbury will pick up possession. So Sunbury had a couple of possessions, a couple of wayward ones rather as well. Ragg, Dulfermeyer. Here they go again. Sunbury swinging the ball, just moving it well. Dulfermeyer will pick it up, mid-range jumper, no good. One with the rebound. Here comes as a party. Siamoa back to as a party. Came off the hands of Beckley, but they got the ball anyway. Good steal by Dulfermeyer again. Great read on the ball. She's being guarded in a mismatch by Wind, and it'll be a bit ambitious on the challenge there by Haley Wind. And a couple of free throws coming for Bianca Dulfermeyer. Also great to see the Hume City girls all rocking the orange socks for Mental Health Week.
Yep, mental health round. Good way to start off getting back to basketball after a few weeks off. So Basketball Victoria, in conjunction with Lifeline Australia, obviously recognising that the last 18 months have been really tough on a lot of Victorians. So great way to show that, yep, we're all about mental health, and that just a reminder that if you are feeling unwell, you can call or search Lifeline on Google and they'll help you out.
Even D. Butler is wearing the orange socks as a party. We'll go to the line for a couple more. A brilliant drive again. She's started this game really, really well, really aggressive, getting herself into the lane and challenging the bigs of Sunbury. As a party, averaging just under 9 points a game for Hume City, as well as just the 5 rebounds a game as well. Misses them both. Here's O'Reilly showing off the handles. It's a take on Siamoa. Great defense from Leilani Siamoa. Honestly, thought she was beaten there by O'Reilly, but in the end got the hand in to stop the ball, and inevitably Sunbury have the baseline. So comes out to Barnes, pulls up for 3, not quite, right with the rebound. And here comes as a party again. Siamoa, right. Gonna hand it off to as a party. She's trying, couldn't get it. Was denied, but Wine looks inside. Pass to White on the outside now. 8 on the shot clock. Good hands again from Dulfermeyer. It's her second steal so far. And O'Reilly with a pace all the way to the basket. Oh, O'Reilly. And that is why she's so dangerous.
Very quick.
That was a good move.
Very, very quick off the bounce.
Siamoa on the other end. No, gets the N1. Brilliant read of the play. Got Beckley up in the air. Got the contact points and the foul. And I believe he might have a timeout for Sunbury. We do. Just over 7 minutes to go. We've got an interesting and entertaining first few minutes in this game.
Yeah, I think Hume City have attacked Sunbury defensively, really. Jacinta Beckley hasn't scored yet. O'Reilly got that good layup there, but prior to that, Leilani Samoa had some good day on her. So I think they've shaken them up a bit, and then just the and one play over there, and the Sunbury coach isn't happy. But I'm sure Dee Butler would be very happy.
It's been, a very, very good start defensively. Those blocks are really, really vital down on the defensive end, down the stretch. But I think the one thing they're doing is being patient in that offense. They're not trying to rush and push that ball too quickly. As a party, he's gone in when it's right. She's looking for the open lane, taking it through and getting fouled. That's the difference.
Yeah, I think rushing it are just playing to Sunbury's hands. They're big, they're strong, and obviously just then O'Reilly, they're quick.
Yeah.
So I think if Hume City rush it, it's just going to quickly go down the other end.
And we've seen Bianca Dolphin-Meyer. She's got 2 steals already. She's really good at reading the pass and picking it off. So there's no real need to rush that offense when you have the quality that Sunbury do. It's just about being patient, moving the ball around, finding the right open look. So Samoa still has 1 to go. And misses that as well. Wine with the rebound, backs down, couldn't get the rebound. O'Reilly, here she is again with another rebound, then just coasting down the floor. It's unfortunate Courtney Bragg couldn't gain control of the basketball, and Hume City with possession again. Half court here from Sunbury, but Hume City get through it fairly easily. Burns as a party. Samoa open on the other side of the floor, fakes a 3, takes a step in for the mid-range 2 is good from Leilani Samoa. She started well this game.
Yeah, good decision there with the fake and then the long shot.
A fantastic move by Leilani Samoa. Dolphin-Meyer for Sunbury now, looks to drive baseline, stops, props, and gets a lucky roll. And a good response there from Bianca Dolphin-Meyer. She had a good start to this game as well. Burns, mid-range jumper. Good response from Sophie Burns. It's just a back and forth, score for score early in this first term. 4 minutes gone. Dolphin-Meyer. O'Reilly. Not much enough here for O'Reilly. She'll just take the 3. Came off the back of the iron. Good rebound though by Tess Barnes, and inevitably contracted a foul, and that I believe maybe on either Azzopardi or Ellen Wright.
I think that one was on Azzopardi, just on the reach.
Just on the reach, absolutely. 4:10 on the shot clock. Dolphin-Meyer, and that's a good pass inside, and there is Jacinta Beckley with her first points of the game. It's a good pass inside from Dolphin-Meyer. Burns now wasting no time, finds the middle and got fouled in the process, and more free throws coming here for Hume City.
I think on both those possessions the defensive team fell asleep a little bit there.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct here. So Tess Barnes comes out of the game for Sunbury. Coming in, Emily Conn. Burns gets the lucky roll. 3 from 6 from the charity stripe so far are the Broncos in this game. They've gone there fairly frequently so far. Under 5 minutes of play. Misses the second. Lead is 1. 9-8. Dolphin-Meyer to bring it up. Good hands there from Azzopardi to steal that ball. Puts it up. Good finish from just Azzopardi. Active hands. And that's a big, big basket. O'Reilly in transition now, wastes no time, gets that inside, and
what a pass!
Jacinta Beckley with an assist from O'Reilly. There's a reason why she's leading their assists, because that's a fantastic, fantastic pass. As a party there, forced the shots. Couldn't get them to fall, but Hume City, with 15 on the shot clock, will get the ball back. Move this ball as a party again. Guarded by Rag. Good look inside as a party. And one from her. And she started very, very well just as a party.
Just had a couple of good 60 seconds, actually.
Definitely has. Courtney Rag comes out of the game for Sunbury. Tani Cannon replaces her. One bonus coming for as a party here. And she knocks down the extra free throw. 14-10 in favour of Hume City here. Dolphin-Moore running the point, being guarded by Zapati again. Both are good at picking the pocket. O'Reilly, Con. There's Dolphin-Moore for three from beyond the arc. Couldn't get it to go. O'Reilly kept it in, but straight to Ellen Wright, and here comes Tiamoa down the floor. So one-on-one here. Look at the Euro step. Couldn't get the finish. Wine came flying in. Here comes as a party again. Kicks it out. Right. Burns pulls up for three and knocks it down. Sophie Burns. Everything falling into place for the Broncos. And they open up a 7-point lead in this first term. Dolphin and O'Reilly combine. Swings it across. Another three ball coming. Wasn't good there from Jacinta Beckley, but another good putback from Bianca Dolphin-Meyer. She's getting busy for the Jets early in this game.
I think she's got a little bit of a height advantage against Azapati there, as showed just with that play there.
It's not much, but it's something.
Yep.
Wind, backs down Beckley, couldn't get the shot to fall. Good rebound by O'Reilly again. Wastes no time bringing the ball down the floor either. She's been quick, turns around, and it's another good roll. Coast to coast from O'Reilly. And a foul on Dolphin-Meyer. Tried picking the pocket again, just I guess pushed over Sophie Burns, and she'll come out of the game for a bit of a rest.
I think that's potentially her second foul, maybe. Yep.
It is, yes, as Chloe Tidswell comes into the game for her. Yes, it is her second foul early in this game. They can't afford to be getting into foul trouble with the Jets at all, or Broncos as well, but for Dolphin-Meyer, she's a good player. Burns makes it first. Makes both, leads back out to 5. So Tidswell runs the point for the time being, finds O'Reilly again. Good defense by Siamoa. Con finds Cannon, mid-range, good hands from Hayley Wine though. They'll get the possession back, I think, the Jets. Tidswell, great hands there from Wine, good defense. O'Reilly for three, knocks it down. With the shot clock expired, that's a tough shot. And a good finish from O'Reilly. Goodness me.
It looked good all the way too. As soon as I left her hand, that was going in.
No wonder why she's so dangerous. Three minutes to go in the first term. Burns looks into Charlotte Lord for her first minutes. Back to Burns, kicks it across. Siamoa, fake to three, looks for the mid-range jumper. Rimmed in and out. Rebound by Beckley. Tidswell. Just looking to move the ball. O'Reilly again. Mid-range jumper. Just hit the front of the iron. Didn't bounce in. Here come Hume City in transition. Again, as a party. As aggressive as you want. More free throws coming.
I think that's also Jacinta Beckley's second foul. So
well, this is the thing now as well. Jacinta Beckley is obviously one of their better players. Dolphin-Meyer, also one of their better players. They're both in foul trouble early. As Hannah Macroft comes into the game.
She's an ex-Bronco too.
She is, yep. Yeah, she is. Getting some experience at Eric Boardman Stadium as as a party makes the first 7 from 11 from the free throw line are Hume City in this game so far. As a party makes them both. She's up to 9 points in this game already. Started well. It's guarding Tidswell here now. Swings the ball. Cannon. Here's Tidswell again. Looks to attack. And it may have been looked clean, but as a party, I think there may be a second as well. It is. Chloe Tidswell is going to the free throw line for a couple as we have a timeout here going the way of Hume City. So, Hannah, what do you make of the first 8 or so minutes? It's been hotly contested, but it's been fairly entertaining as well.
I've been impressed, especially with Hume City. I know we're a little bit biased, but Sunbury being on top of the ladder, I honestly thought that Sunbury were going to go quick and put pressure on the scoreboard, but it's been the opposite. Hume City have gone quick, gotten, I think, 3 Sunbury players are on 2 fouls already, so hit the paint, got Sunbury in foul trouble, especially most of that's been to Jess as a party, even though she's got her second foul now, but being quick and getting in the paint and just pretty much forcing Sunbury into a situation where they have to foul.
Looking at the leading scorers so far for Hume City as a party with 9, Safi Burns with 8, and Leilani Siamol with 4 for Sunbury or O'Reilly with the 9 points early. Bianca Zulfamai with 6, and Jacinta Beckley with a 2. I mean, we can't stop talking about Orla O'Reilly. She's been electric so far in this game, but we can see why she's so good. Her height and her speed is just ridiculous to stop. It's very, very hard to defend someone like that.
She's so quick.
Yeah.
Like, just those couple of plays during the first quarter, and you think she's been beaten, and then she's quicker than what you think.
Turns on the jets and goes to the ring, yeah. So, Tidswell here at the line for a couple. Tidswell consolidates both, makes it a 2-point game. So, Paige Tawaf comes into the game for Hume City. As the party comes out, good hands there from Cannon, but possession will stay with the Broncos, and then there'll be another foul on Tidswell on the floor. And free throws coming for Sophie Burns as Sunbury are in the bonus. This would be Hume City's 13th and 14th free throw attempts for the quarter. So they're getting to the line, they're getting aggressive. As the party obviously has 5 from 7. Burns 3 from 5 now. Makes the second. So still a tight game here. Broncos lead is 3, 22-19. Makarov here. Swings it across. Here's O'Reilly again, guarded by Lord. Switch comes from CMO with the spin move in. That's a good pass again from Orla O'Reilly. And Emily Conn finishes the job. And the margin's back to 1. Burns being corralled by Tidswell. Lord popped out. Siamoa got O'Reilly to overcommit. Charlotte Lord, the shot was way short. Makarov with the rebound. And again, Tidswell to bring it up. Hume City 6 for 13 from the field. 46%. Good take there again from Tani Cannon, and she's rewarded with a couple of free throws. Sophie Burns with the foul as Ellen Wright and Tegan Hindle come into the game. So Cannon with their first points of this game as well gives Sunbury the lead. Burns Swings it across to Lord for three. She pulls up and couldn't get it to go. Aggressive there from Tidswell, but stepped on the line as she grabbed the rebound, and Hume City will keep the basketball.
Probably lucky there for Hume City.
Definitely were a little bit, I think. So here's Burns being gutted by Tidswell. That matchup's been pretty good so far. Good active hands from Emily Conn. Rolls right past us on the media table. Just under a minute to go in this quarter to 10 on the shot clock. Here's Burns. Looks to attack immediately. Here's Hindle for three. She couldn't get it to go either. Lord with a good rebound though. Lovely work there. Good aggressive boxing out from Charlotte Lord inside. 9 on the shot clock. Getting inside. Here's Lord in the entry pass. Free throws coming again for Hume City.
They forced them to, I think that's 9 fouls now in a quarter. So it must have been
yeah, it is 9 fouls for the quarter. Yeah.
Must have been a game plan to, really hit them hard defensively and force them into foul trouble, which they
Whatever
have.
they're doing, it's working. So Lord makes the first. I mean, if you're going to go to the line and you're going to get that aggressive, you have to be making the free throws. So it's good to see that they're consolidating enough at this point in time. Good Charlotte Lord again. Makes both. And in a seesawing affair, Hume City lead by 1. 27 seconds to go on the shot clock. Conn. Makarov inside. Outside again. Here's O'Reilly. Look at the hands. Look at the pass. Again. And Emily Conn on the end of another assist from O'Reilly. Shot clock is off. And the shot clock. That's a good pass in itself. Lovely work from Charlotte Lord. Pass from Tawaf. And here we go again. O'Reilly. Last shot of the quarter. Not quite. And we go into the first quarter with a 1-point Broncos lead, 26-25 after the first 10 minutes. Jess Azzopardi and Sophie Burns lead the way with 9 points. 4 points to Leilani Siamoa and 2 points to Charlotte Lord for the Jets. It's 9 points to Ula O'Reilly, 6 points to Bianca Dulfermeyer, and 2 points to Chloe Tidswell, Jacinta Beckley, Emily Conn, and Tani Cannon. Also should mention, Ula O'Reilly, 5 points already. And I believe she has 3 assists in this game too, so getting busy.
She's a fantastic player. I mean, I think this is the first time I've seen her play in person. I've seen all the stats, and you can see why she gets those stats. Just those 3 assists, and I think they've all been bounce passes as well, and they're just fantastic.
I think it's more so the fact that she's drawing the defenders underneath the basket to try and defend her. She's going backdoor cut every time, and Emily Conn on the end of one, Dulfermeyer on the end of another. It's something that Dee Butler will obviously have to address in this break.
Definitely, and I think that buzzer beater 3 as well probably hurt. Yeah. I think that just shows she's an all-round player as well, but definitely something that the Broncos will need to address. But other than that, I think Dee Butler would be pretty happy with her team at the moment.
Jess Azzopardi, 5 for 7 from the free throw line and 2 from 5 from the field. She got 9 points. She was also a story of the quarter for Hume City with her aggression down the stretch and just getting to the free throw line and getting a lot of the good Sunbury players in foul trouble early.
Yeah, she's been really aggressive, which I think is a strength in her game to really get to the basket. She's just so quick off the dribble that even if you're defending right on her, she can get around you just with that quick first step. So 9 points for her, and mostly from the free throw line. So if she still continues to do that, she'll go a long way into perhaps having one of the best games for her season. But we'll wait and see. I think she's on the court now. So looking forward to this second quarter.
Possession will start with the Jets here. Second quarter underway. Tidswell finds Cannon. Conn, O'Reilly. They move this ball well here, Sunbury. Just getting a bit of offensive flow O'Reilly, again, got it by Wright, did a good job there. The pass to Makarov again was good. And Makarov consolidates with a 3-point play. That's a good way to start the quarter from a Sunbury perspective.
Yeah, it was a good seal there and good recognition from O'Reilly, and the and one play coming up.
Makarov with their first point of the game as well. But again, another assist to Orla O'Reilly. I feel we're going to be calling her name quite often tonight on every facet of the game.
Yeah, I feel like we've got to stop being surprised because it's obviously something she does a lot.
Absolutely. So Makarov makes both. Makes the one rather. Lead is 2. Burns. Thought about the 3. Hindle pops out from the screen. Deep 2 is going to fall. No, it's not. Just bounced at the last second. Makarov with the rebound. Here comes Tidswell. Bit of momentum here from the Jets. Good pass in from Tidswell. And Emily Conn again on the end of a brilliant assist. Sunbury just starting to find some momentum in this game. Lord from 3. Banks it good.
Bank is open.
With the first 3 for Hume City and brings it again within a point. So it's a big basket there. A much needed one. O'Reilly played all minutes so far in this game. Conn inside the Makarov. Another one coming for Anna Makarov. She's really getting busy inside the paint.
She's too strong. Once she gets it in that low, it's all over.
It's something that obviously wasn't really potentially thought about before this game, but Makarov is a very, very balanced player. And she's got 6 points in this game. As we speak, lead back up to 4 points. Burns dribbles to the corner and goes baseline now. Turns around with a mid-range fade. Wasn't good. O'Reilly with another rebound. That's number 6 for her. Around the back, shows us some moves. Shows off the handles. Goes all the way. O'Reilly.
Stop it.
You have got to be kidding me. This is insane stuff.
She's going to be getting a triple-double. Got to be on the watch there.
Conn, good defense from Conn, but a bit too aggressive and ambitious, and that's her first foul of the contest. Oh, that basket there's opened up a 6-point Sunbury lead as Hindle and Lord come out of the game. And then Samoa back in. Burns, got it by Tidswell. Good defense by Tidswell again, and as potentially...
Oh, still going?
she potentially had to stop, but a travel was caught anyway on Burns. She dribbled once, but she did step up on the other foot, so...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not the right way to go about it from a Broncos perspective, but another stop from Sunbury. You can see why they're one of the best in the competition so far. O'Reilly, Conn, Cannon, back to O'Reilly. Tidswell, Cannon in the side to Makarov again. Couldn't get it to finish this time as the party gets the rebound. Brings the ball down. Steps back for 3. Not quite. And somebody made a meal of that one, and Hume City will grab the possession on the baseline as Bianca Dolphinmoy comes back into the game. Chloe Tidswell exits for a rest. 6-point lead. 7.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Samoa popped out. Couldn't get the mid-range to go. Guru passes the party again to go for the steal. Ripped the ball out. Here's Burns. Went for the reverse. Couldn't get it. It's going to sell the ball up a bit, Hume City. So that's what they do. As a party on the shot clock. Free throws coming again, but just as a party.
O'Reilly looking for a rest.
Yeah, she gets her break, and foul there on Tani Cannon. Courtney Rad comes back into the game.
And not good news for Sunbury, but it looks like O'Reilly perhaps has hurt herself. She's limping right on the baseline right there.
Unsettled and a little bit ginger off that one of those legs there. Doesn't look good.
No, we'll keep an eye on that one.
A very, very big story in this game because she has dominated so far. As a party made the second, Dorfmeyer went for it. The shot couldn't make it. Rag with the rebound. Sunbury, Dorfmeyer knocks down the three. No, she doesn't. Good rebound by White. And here comes Burns. We're trying to find out what's going on with Orla O'Reilly in the meantime. Because that's a big, big story in this game if she's going to be out for the rest of it. As a party swings it to Siamoa and Burns for three. Hit the front of the iron, couldn't get it to go. Here's Dorfmeyer. Rag looks to drive on Wine. It's a good take by Rag, but good hands. Even better defense by Hayley Wines. Got a hand to the ball, and now here comes as a party in transition. For the time being, it's a 5-point game. Wine gets the foul. Macroft came right across the body.
Made her earn it.
Definitely did, and the Broncos going to the line for their 19th and 20th free throws as Macroft comes out of the game. Beckley comes in for her, but Macroft has had a brilliant start to this game.
Oh, she's been
done a
great.
really good job.
Yeah.
Wind yet to make an impact on the scoreboard. She does now. She's got 5 rebounds in this game and just the 1 block so far. Cuts her deficit to 3 points. Hume City's still in striking distance and not going away just yet. Here's Beckley. Con popped out from the key to get that ball, and Dorfmeyer does the same. For 3, it's good.
Shot
from Bianca Dorfmeyer. Brilliant shot. She set that up beautifully. Did Dorfmeyer popped out from that screen, had a bit of time, and just knocked that down really nicely. Harmony Harder comes in for her first minutes of the game. Good steal by Charlotte Lord. Good take. Good look by Harder to identify that that was on, but a fantastic finish from Charlotte Lord down low and back to her. 3-point game. Here is Jacinta Beckley. Knocks down a triple. 7-point game now the other way. As we see Orla O'Reilly on the side of the floor just massaging that left leg, it seems like.
Yeah, perhaps a calf injury, perhaps, but...
Good active hands from Rag. Oh, it was Beckley rather. Oh, it was Rag, yep, sorry. Tess Barnes comes in for Tani Cannon. 7 on the strike clock here for Hume City. Ball's at half court. Good screen up top from Wines. Use the high screen to advantage again as a party inside. A bit too heavy on the shot. Harder with a rebound. Lord for 3 is good again. And she's had herself a good minute. Charlotte Lord. And now she is getting busy as well. 12 points for her. Margin back to 4. Beckley. Con. Barnes. Dorfmeyer inside to Con. Sealed it nicely. Couldn't get the shot to fall though, and it might come off Hume City hands. It will. Sunbury ball. 4.5 minutes to go in this second term. It's still a tight one here.
I think officials here are maybe conferring as to whose ball it is, and they've kept the decision with Sunbury ball, I think.
Probably just, I think, working on the shot clock as well,
yeah.
Maybe, just trying to reset that. So Charlotte Lord's now leading scoring with 12 points. It almost seemed like it came out of the blue, like it was under the radar for her, but she's 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line as well, and 2 for 2 from the field, from the free throw line. So she's actually getting really, really busy.
Yeah, and she's a good 3-point shot as well. I feel like that's her forte.
Dorfmeyer really, really strong on that possession and the 3 ball, and was way too long. Here's as a party. Looked at the high screen for mine, but she couldn't get it. Rag did well to cover. Here's as a party again to Seamoa. Go by Duffermeyer. Good seal. No fouls here. There will be a foul. No jump ball. Seemed like Barnes caught the hand of Wines in the seal and the entry pass, but not to be. So Hume City will remain with the possession. Hart will pop out, grab the ball. Swings it to Lord. Found the shot clock. How does she take this? She gets free throws from it. Made the most of it, and she sucked Tess Barnes into really trying to go for that block, and with the 1 second on the shot clock, inevitably gets a couple of free throws at the charity stripe.
I think that potentially is Tess Barnes' 3rd foul as well. Or
it is.
Read the wrong. Yeah.
Can confirm it is her 3rd foul. Got to make these free throws, but 14 from 21 from the free throw line.
They're one of the easiest shots you can get.
Absolutely. They're called free throws for a reason. She sinks the second one. Lead is back to 3 points. Jets still have the advantage. This Duffermeyer as a party matchup is becoming really, really entertaining. That's a good pass on Duffermeyer. And Beckley, the beneficiary of that pass again. They love that backdoor cut. Had the Jets so far in this game as a party. Faked at 3. Swings it into Harder. It's a good pass. Gets the shot. No, not quite. But again, more free throws coming for Hume City.
That was good work by the young Harmony, getting down low and keeping, most importantly, keeping her long arms up in the air.
That's right. Gave herself the best opportunity to get the points or foul, and makes the first one. Makes them both. We've got subs coming through for Sunbury. Tony Cannon comes back into the game. Duffermeyer comes back out. We've got a timeout going Hume City's way. The 3-point game. Sunbury lead 43-40. Charlotte Lord with the 13 points, as a party with the 10. Burns with the 9. Leilani Simo with 4. And Haley Wind with the 2 for Sunbury. 11 points to Orla O'Reilly. 7 points to Jacinta Beckley. 6 to Hannah Makarov. We got 2 points to Tani Cannon and 2 points to Chloe Titzel, and 6 points also to Emily Conn, who's been the beneficiary of a couple of very good assists in this game so far.
Yeah, and just on Orla O'Reilly, she's got the jumper on.
Does not look good.
And sitting at the back of the bench, so I don't think that's a good look at all.
Are we suspecting that maybe night over for Orla O'Reilly?
I think it might be. I mean, maybe at half-time try and get her warmed back up again, because it is pretty cold in this stadium.
It is, yeah. It's getting quite cold in here now.
Doesn't look good.
It's 15 degrees, that's what it says in here. It feels like 10.
I think it's telling a lie. There is no way it's 15 degrees in here. Probably, yeah, about 5. I've got my little blanket on my legs. It's
getting rugged up on the commentary table here.
So hopefully we've got a couple of people listening at home in the comfort of a heater and a couch and maybe some trackies.
Absolutely.
The beauty of live stream.
Well, going back to Orla O'Reilly, I mean, it's a very big blow if that's the case. I mean,
well, she's actually taken the jumper off, I think.
She's come back into the game, I think.
She's tricking us.
You don't know what you're going to get with Orla O'Reilly, but she seems okay and is preparing for the next sub. So she seems okay. Here come the Jets down the floor. Cannon, Tidswell. 3.5 to go in this first term. Cannon again. Free ball coming from Cannon, was just a bit short. Good rebound by Harmony Harder. And here come Hume City again. Harder pops out to the top of the 3-point line. Back to Azapati. Siamoa. Lord was by herself for a second, but got stopped immediately. 5 on the shot clocks. That was Azapati with a shot. Just missed it. Good rebound again by Harmony Harder. And these offensive rebounds proving very, very costly for Sunbury, but they get the steal. But good defense from Azapati. Equally as good from, I believe that was Tiswell. We've got warnings, I believe, on the Sunbury side. We've got subs coming in, and it's all happening here at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. I believe that was Beckley on the floor in that tussle with the ball. Tidwell. Alright, here she is back on the floor again. Already making an influence on the game, and another couple coming from Emily Conn. But again, that pass inside from Orla O'Reilly. And obviously in this game, free throws have been probably tough to come by for Sunbury, but they made the most of them. 100% from the free throw line, 8 for 8 so far. Yeah. And the commentator's curse comes into play.
As always.
My apologies to the Sunbury squad. She gets the lucky bounce on the second one, Con. So extends the lead to just 4 points here. 2.5 to go in this first half. Siamoa. Burns pops out. Guarded here by Beckley. Skate comes from Wine, but got the switch done nicely to the Jets. Here's Siamoa. The left hand bank off the glass is good.
Beautiful shot.
A good confidence to take that through from Leilani Siamoa. One possession game. Beckley, O'Reilly. Emily Conn. Beckley again. Pulls up for three. Could have been a foul on the shot, and she's abreast for Ware coming off that shot as well. And this may be a bad turnover for O'Reilly. She lost possession, distracted by the fact that Beckley was on the floor and just took her to the half court for a backcourt violation.
She did look like she really hurt herself, but just maybe a bit of a stinger on the court burn.
Yeah. It is cold out here tonight, potentially the reason why as well. As a party. 7 on the shot clock. Good steal by Wine. It's a good take by Hayley Wine, and a good look from Azapite to find that brilliant steal to finish it off. We've got a tie ball game here at Broadmeadows. O'Reilly and Tidswell combine. Good move there by Tidswell. Good pass, good hands, but a good finish there in the side by Jacinta Beckley, who's starting to get busy. Siamoa pulls up for three, not quite. It's off hands. Looked like it came off the hands of Beckley, and she wanted to contest that, but referee not budging with that call, going Sunbury's way. Beckley with the 7 points so far in this game after that basket. O'Reilly backing down Siamoa. Here's Beckley again. Looks to attack Wines. Good defense by Wine though. Rebound by Conn. Another possession coming here for the Jets. Beckley, mid-range, thought about it. Looks to take it instead, and a lovely little look there. We've got a timeout going Hume City's way. 9 points now for Jacinta Beckley. Make it 11 actually. And restores the Sunbury lead. It's a 4-point game rather, sorry. 48-44. Orla O'Reilly, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and the 3 assists so far in this game. Good to see her back out on the floor. Hume City, they've got to find other ways to score now.
Yeah, probably a good timeout from Dee Butler there, even though it's only 4 points. But momentum's probably shifted towards Sunbury, and now with Jacinta Beckley going up to double digits, and Orla O'Reilly back on as well. Just reset the troops, especially for these last 50 seconds. You don't really want to concede anymore, and you want to get off at least, or probably, you might get 2 good possessions in here, but at least you want one strong one. But a good timeout. 50 seconds to go for the half, and it's been a good game so far.
Absolutely correct. It's been a cracking game of basketball so far, and it's good to see Hume really taking up to the ladder leaders. It's been really competitive on both ends of the floor. And it's good to see Hume City getting to the free throw line as well, but on the contrary, we're seeing a glimpse of why Sunbury are one of the best teams in the competition. The way they're able to move that ball and get players out of position. It's second to none. So here we go. Wind. Back to Burns. One got tackled up inside. Probably could have been a foul there on Beckley, but one got the ball nonetheless. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Burns. Looks like a double split the middle. Here's one again. Needs to put the shot up on the left hand. Couldn't get it to go. Burns off hands. Sunbury ball. And there's 2 seconds between the shot and game clock here, so potentially the last possession of this half. O'Reilly wasting no time. Good defense by Siamoa. Foul coming and a baseline ball. And a late sub here. Paige Tawaf coming into the last 17 seconds. Siamoa comes out. Cannon to inbound, finds Tidswell. There's about 5/10 of a second between the shot and game clock now. Here's Beckley again, couldn't get it to go. Second chance was good and extends the lead to 6 before the half. Here is Burns, can she put it up? All the way, mid-range jumper, falls short. And that is the first half done. Sunbury lead by 6, 50-44. On the back of 11 from Orla O'Reilly, 13 from Jacinta Beckley, 7 from Emily Conn, 6 from Hannah Makarov, and 9 from Bianca Dolphin-Meyer. For Hume City, 13 for Charlotte Lord and 10 for Jess Azapati, 9 for Sophie Burns and 6 for Leilani Siamoa. A bit of work to do in this second half if Hume City want to challenge this game, but it's still been competitive. We'll take a short break and be back with second half action. Half-time here at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. That's a Sunbury lead. They lead by 6 points, 50-44 after 20 minutes of basketball. I'm rejoined by Hannah Jentz. Hannah, we saw a little bit of the prowess of the Jets towards the end of that half there. What do Hume City need to do to get back into this game and, I guess, avoid a potential blowout?
Well, I think they've been really good, but I think there's been a couple of shots that they have just fallen short. So are they getting tired, or is that just not the right shot to take? Because they've been good, but yeah, what does it take to get those extra 6, 7, 8 points to come over the top of the ladder leaders? But other than that, they've been really good. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of finishing the good work that they've done so far.
17 from 24 from the free throw line. That's 7 missed baskets. Look at that now, that could be up by 1.
That's true.
We always talk about free throws can potentially win games. These are going to be really important, especially if they keep going to the line. They've had 24 attempts. That's a lot of free throws. You would like them or expect them to be making over 70%, which is what they're at right now. You don't want to be going between 75 and 80 at least,
yeah,
I think.
They're right on the edge of that.
Yeah, that's right. And, I mean, the good thing is that we're seeing a competitive but aggressive style of basketball from them, and they're really trying to take it up to a team like Sunbury, who are very, very good. They're a very, very formidable side. So if we see more of that, we may potentially see an upset.
I mean, potentially. I mean, causing a lot of fouls. I think, how many fouls is that? 14 fouls and a half is a lot, and you've got Duffameyer's on 3 fouls. Yep. Tess Barnes is on 3. So potentially, I mean, 3 fouls for a half is quite a lot.
We don't really talk about a third foul being so dangerous in the back end of games, but when it's in the first half, that's when it's really concerning, because there's 2 more fouls to go, so half of basketball to be played. There's not as much flexibility with your defense when you have those fouls. Nonetheless, Tidswell and Beckley, who both had 2 fouls in the first quarter, have managed to get out of foul trouble and done a really good job of that. So,
yep. So interesting second half coming up.
Definitely. Brace yourselves for a brilliant 20 minutes of basketball. Sunbury to start with possession. Beckley will get the inbound from Rag, and she'll get it straight back. Swings it across, Beckley again. Barnes for 3. Rims in and out. Oh, Broncos girls just going each other's way. The rebound here, Sunbury. O'Reilly gets the air one to go. And that's a good start to this half for all O'Reilly. The rebound, points, foul, and potential for another free throw. But it was just a miscommunication on the defensive end there with that rebound that probably gave Sunbury the opportunity to get back into that possession. Yeah,
both CMO and Burns were there, and miscommunication.
O'Reilly misses the free throw though, so they're 9 from 11 from the free throw line. The Jets. Hughes as a party. Floats it up, no good. Rebound by Beckley again. Wastes no time. Tidswell. 2v1 here, swings it across. Barnes. Beckley takes on Lord. Spins around. It's a good shot again from just into Beckley. 17 points to her early in this game. Burns across to Azapati, tries to take on Barnes, gets the foul up, couldn't get the shot to fall.
And I believe that'll be her 4th on Tess Barnes.
It will be her 4th foul. That's a big moment, because Barnes obviously provides an extra height down back with all O'Reilly. Then obviously O'Reilly's still there, but just gives O'Reilly extra work to do at the back against both Lord and Wine. So interesting to see. As the party consolidates the first, brings it back to a 9-point game. Makes them both. She's now 7 from 10 from the charity stripe. Here come the Jets. O'Reilly again. Rag. Deep 2 coming here from Courtney Rag. Fell short. And Emily Conn did her best to try and hit the ball in, but her foot was on the line, so Hume City will regain possession. Eight-point game. Here's as a party again. Been busy on the offensive end as just as a party. Siamoa to Lord in the corner for 3. Just off. Not quite. Couldn't get the shot to fall. And here comes Sunbury in transition. O'Reilly again with the pace. Head up the floor. Looks to attack Lord. Got the foul. Brilliant aggression there from Orla O'Reilly again. And Charlotte Lord was sucked into defending that. More free throws coming. O'Reilly misses a second. She had made the first. Hume City get the rebound here. They're 3v2 out. Sunbury rush back to defend. Here's Lord again. Sings it across to Siamoa. Cross court to Azapati now. They're moving the ball okay here. The Broncos. Deep 2 from Wine was way off, but they'll get the ball back with 4 on the shot clock here. Off the hands of Courtney Rag. They're going to be smart about this possession. Here's Wines. Lost possession of the ball. Tried getting it back. Couldn't though. And here comes Tidswell. In transition. Just slows it up. Conn. Across to O'Reilly for 3. It was way short. No foul call there. Beckley hit the deck pretty hard, but got up immediately. Here's Burns. They're going to be smart about the possessions here. The Broncos can't afford to waste them. Siamoa in the corner for 3. That's better. Leilani Siamoa. She's up to 9 points in this game as well. Cut to lead to 6. Conn. Here's Beckley again with a response. Just couldn't get it to fall. Just short. As a party again in transition. Wastes no time. Looks to drive in. Gets it back.
Travel.
Travel. Unlucky there from just as a party. Was confronted by a brick wall of Emily Conn and Chloe Tidswell. Sunbury looking to just extend this lead again. Beckley, good hands there from Burns. As a party now, not much on offer here so far, but here's Siamoa. Here's Lord in the corner for 3. Way too long that one. Rebound again by O'Reilly. She's filling up the stat sheet in this game. Looks to attack. Lord stops, props, just bounces out. She may get it back though, and she will. Rag now into the high post. Conn. Beckley, entry pass foul on Hayley Wind, and that's her 3rd as well.
It's been a real great battle between Wind and Beckley down the post. They're both continually fighting for that post position. Yeah. It's been really good to have been concentrating on them the last couple of possessions because they're really going at it.
It's good to have that tussle inside. Keep it competitive. Tidswell. Looks to drive inside on Wine. That's a good move, and that's 4 fouls on Hayley Wine. Tidswell just did enough to catch Wine out of position, and Harmony Harder will need to come into the game for Wine.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. But alas, that means Harmony has an opportunity to come on and see what she does.
Absolutely. I guess where the depth is tested for the Broncos without Nikki Spencer, who is such a solid contributor on both ends of the floor. Harmony Harder steps up into that role and has a lot of important minutes to play. He misses them both, does Tidswell, but Con with a rebound, and Sunbury will play out another possession here. Here is Beckley. Airball that and probably rushed it a little bit. They did have the shot clock running down, but in the end probably made a meal of it. And Makarov comes into the game for her. Just over 6 minutes to play in this third term. 6 points is the lead, 55-49 in favour of Sunbury. CMO in the corner, pulls up for three, not quite. Rebound Tidswell. And O'Reilly now played on right. Look at that move. Couldn't get to go though. Cut in and out. As a party with the 12 points so far. And a jump ball situation going the way of Hume City.
Good defense there from Sunbury. Nearly causing the turnover, but jump ball and arrow goes to Hume City.
Look at the outside game as well from beyond the arc. 4 for 12 for Hume City. 3 for 15 for Sunbury. So 3-point shooting obviously not really a big deal with both these sides, but they're trying to shoot them, but the accuracy is just a little bit sparse. Harder, look to turn around. Couldn't get the shot to fall. O'Reilly with a rebound. Dolphin comes back onto the floor. O'Reilly again looks to attack the mismatch. Rag looks to attack Harder again. It's a good take from Courtney Rag. And one. And Harder got a hand caught in the cookie jar. One extra coming for Courtney Rag. That was a good finish.
Oh, that was a great play from her.
Just did enough on the left hand as well to create the contact, get the points and the foul. One bonus here. Consolidates a 3-point play. That's her first points of the game. Extends the lead to 9 and another interception, but it will stay with Hume City. They've become a bit complacent on the offensive end, the Broncos, with their offense. Siamoa being defended by O'Reilly. Inside to Harder again. That's a better take from Harmony Harder. Got the lovely finish off the glass. Good work there from Harmony Harder. Here comes Sunbury again. Rag. Duffermeyer. Looks to attack Tawaf, who's coming to the game. Here is Con. Right over committed. And it'll be a Sunbury ball off the hands of Ellen Wright. Sunbury really trying to stretch this Broncos offense.
They just can't seem to show. I mean, it's 5 points again, then 7 points. They just can't quite shake the Broncos at the moment.
No. They're staying thereabouts, Hume City, for the time being. Duffermeyer will pick up this ball potentially. Yes, she will. Underneath the basket, turns and fades. What a move from Duffermeyer.
Tough.
Gee whiz. The fade away from the basket and the bank was ridiculously good. What a move from Duffermeyer. Travel here now on Ellen Wright as well. O'Reilly forcing that turnover. Could this be the moment that Sunbury pull away? So, Beckley back into the game as well after a short stint on the bench. Here comes Duffermeyer, guarded by Burns, put it to the floor and knocks down another bank. Goodness me, Bianca Duffermeyer's starting to heat up. Harder inside. Burns, who got a flop warning for that play just prior. Here's Siamoa, short on the 3 ball. Cannon with a rebound. And again O'Reilly. Lead is 11 now. Duffermeyer, corner. Beckley, guarded by Ellen Wright. Looks to take it on. Nothing on offer. Still going. Makov inside. And a travel. A good result there for Hume City. And a flop warning there on Sophie Burns from the previous play before. A wry smile from Sophie Burns. Nothing much I can do about that. But it was
Play on.
Play on.
Well, good. He's called it. Warning. Move on.
So, can the Broncos stem the flow and go on a run of their own? The answer at the moment is no. O'Reilly with the active hands takes it coast to coast but missed the layup. That's a good pass again from Delphine to find Beckley and a timeout.
Yeah.
Definitely in order for Hume City because the leaders ballooned out to 13 points. Everyone getting in on it now. 17 for Beckley, 13 for Delphine, 12 for O'Reilly, 7 for Con and 6 for Makarov from the Jets. For Hume City, 13 for Lord, 12 as a party, 9 each for Burns and Siamoa, and 4 for Harder and Haley Wind. Foul trouble only for Delphine with a 3. Tess Barnes with a 4 and 3 for Haley Wind for Hume City. But this is the point in the game for Hume City where they can't let it unravel. They've done so well to contain it, but it's a big 3 minutes in this term.
Yeah, and I think it's been at the offensive end. They haven't really taken care of the ball, which is probably credit to Sunbury's defence. Just haven't been able to get the shots up. A couple of turnovers, nearly turnovers with a jump ball in there as well. They just got to start taking care of the ball, get it through hands, and they still have to be patient as well. Because as soon as they rush it, it's just playing into the likes of O'Reilly's hands. Just got to be a bit more composed.
What we haven't seen this quarter very often from Hume City is them go to the free throw line very often. And it's been the biggest change because they've been rushing the offense.
Yep.
Haven't been able to get inside, haven't been able to force the fouls, and I think Sunbury have just cleaned up the defense and they're playing a better brand of basketball at the moment.
Correct.
Here come the Broncos. Lord back on the floor, Tawaf on the floor. Here's Burns. Shot clock enters single figures. Here comes Burns, fakes, shows, bank is good.
Yeah.
That's a better move from Sophie Burns. Lots of players here electing to use the window for their baskets. Nelson Beckley, Cannon to O'Reilly, lost possession. And Hume City with a very important stop.
Okay, Dee Butler will be very happy out of the timeout. A score and a stop.
It's definitely an ideal situation. If they can keep it within single figures by a 3/4 time breaker, that's a fairly successful passage of a period of play, I reckon. Tawaf. Ward. Swings it across back to Tawaf. Here's Burns. Finding it hard to penetrate this key. Tawaf short on the 3 ball. O'Reilly with yet another rebound, and here she comes again. Mid-range jumper. The confidence on Orla O'Reilly to just stop, pop, and just pull up for mid-range and knock it down. It's insanely good. Burns will do the same. Couldn't get it to fall. Out of court, but got a Broncos ball.
As the ball goes right into the foyer, out of the court. Poor referee has to go and get it.
O'Reilly, 14 points, 9 rebounds, entering double-double territory. Simo just gets the pass inside, a bit heavy on the corner mid-range, and Sunbury regain possession again. Hume City 15 from 44 from the field. 34%. It's not ideal. It's not a great percentage, but they're still within 13 points. Beckley. Makarov. Here's O'Reilly again. Looks in to find Duffelmeyer. Guarded by Wine. Good hands there by Haley Wines. In the meantime, Burns down the floor. Looks to attack all the way. Gets the free throws. And some important free throws here coming for Burns and the Broncos.
I think the reason why that the shooting percentage has been pretty low, especially in this quarter, is that they've gone away from going into the paint. But right there, go into the paint, you get a foul.
The prime example of what happens when you attack the basket, and you've done it for so much of the game so far. It's working. Don't try not to change it. I know obviously Sunbury's defense changes it up a bit, but when you have the opportunity, go for it. And that's obviously been the story of the quarter. But Burns makes both. Leaders 11, 66-55 in favour of Sunbury here. Burns now gets up to 13 points in the game as well. Makarov. Cannon. Dolphamire looks inside. Beckley. Mid-range jumper is good. And we're seeing Jacinta Beckley just grind and chip away at this game, and no wonder why she leads their scoring, because it's just casual baskets being made. Samoa deep 2, short again, and here's O'Reilly with a rebound, and again going coast to coast with a mid-range. That time couldn't get it to fall, and it's going in the way of the Broncos. Subs coming through for both sides as a party comes in for Hume City. Barnes comes in for the Jets. All O'Reilly has to see. Can the Broncos muster up anything here? Burns drives baseline. Nothing much on offer. Swings it across to Lord to Azapati. Here's Burns. Got Beckley to overcommit as a party here from the top of the 3. Hits the back of the iron. Wine, good rebound. Hits Hawaf again. Just resets it with 10 seconds on the shot clock as a party. Blocked by Makarov. It's a big block. Here comes Dolphamire. In to Connell. Tani Cannon rather. It's a good finish, and the margin's out to 15. Final possession of the third. Hume City will hold it up as it enters single figures. What can Hume City do? It's active, handsome Cannon again, and now Dolphamire. Can she beat the clock? Yes, she can. And it's a monster 17-point buffer going the way of the Jets going into the 3-quarter time break. They lead 72-55 after 30 minutes of play, and a disappointing way to end the quarter from the Broncos' perspective.
Definitely, and we were just talking about this a couple minutes ago, taking care of the ball and just that play at the end. Maybe not thinking too much about the defense, thinking about what Jess is trying to run right at the end of the quarter, and Sunbury all over it. And they've been really good defensively this quarter. I mean, Hume City only scored 11 points. They only scored 20 themselves, so a bit more low scoring, but defense was obviously what they talked about at halftime.
They're reading the play just a little bit better at the moment, and as we saw with Cannon at the end of that quarter there, just to have the foresight with the active hands to strip that ball and give it to Dolphamire is something that Hume City need to really be aware of. Sunbury are on top for a reason. They're not there by chance.
Yeah, definitely.
These girls can play the game very, very well. So they've got to, their complacency has to be trimmed down a bit. They've got to take care of that basketball and potentially try and trim this lead down to single figures potentially.
Yeah, definitely. I think they played so well in the first half, and they just need to go back to what they were doing in the first half. I mean, I know Sunbury's been great defensively, but get back into the paint. Force them into a tough situation where they have to foul. I think Tess Barnes is on 4 fouls right now, so maybe use that to Hume City's advantage.
I honestly would be disappointed if she wasn't fouled out from a Broncos perspective, knowing that she has the 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And when she's on the floor, which she is right now, she's starting this final term on the floor. This should be a chance to really try and go at Tess Barnes, because they have the understanding that one more and she's out.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, that's what worked in the first half, so why won't it work in the last quarter? But I mean, we've got a young team, so
that's right.
Third quarter, no good, right? Wipe that out, move on to the last, get a couple stops and just chip away.
Scores to 0-0, as they say.
Yep.
Sunbury to start with possession in this final term. They lead by 17 points. The girl with the ball, Dolphamire, has been very, very good in this game so far, as have most of the Sunbury players. Offensively, they've just started to get the cogs turning. Dolphamire, active hands on Wines, and it'll be an out-of-court ball going the way of Hume City.
That's a good start. That's a stop.
A vital stop to start this quarter, and they need as many as they can get. Burns, 13 points. The pass was very, very wayward. And put Tawaf under a bit of pressure to get that ball. Inevitably, the possession returns to Sunbury. Delphamire again. Just run this point. Cannon. Barnes. Beckley. Back to Barnes here. Just swinging this ball. Delphamire's just going to pull up and knock it down.
That was a long
Goodness
three.
me, Bianca Delphamire. Up to 18 in the game. She is 7 of 13 shooting from the field. She's not messing around again. Active handsome Cannon forces a turnover. Barnes again. And the lead is out to 22 and it's getting ugly. It's getting very, very ugly. 77 plays 55. Burns. Guarded by Cannon. Tawaf. Across to Lord. 7 on the shot clock. The mid-range is just short. Wines forces the rebound. And Lord on the second attempt gets fouled and will go to the free throw line. Ellen Wright and Wellington will come into the game. Sophie Burns and Paige Tawaf exit. Well, we were talking about a good start with the stop, but I mean, since then the possessions have been fairly sloppy, and in Hume City see themselves out to a 22-point ball game. But on the flip side, Lord has been fairly good from the free throw line as well in this game. 4 from 5 so far. 5 from 6. She called short on that, but still made it anyway.
As long as it goes in.
That's right. As a party over committed on Cannon with the mid-range off the glass, not quite off hands, and it's coming back the way of Sunbury though. Another offensive rebound. Here is Beckley who knocks down another 3. And the outside shot starting to fall for the Jets. The 3-point prowess really becoming a problem for Hume City here. Lord inside to Wines. He's as a party for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Wine again. Turns, props, makes the basket. And she has 6 points. Been fairly quiet by her standards, but it's a good basket to make. Tess Barnes looks inside. Offensive foul, and that's her 5th. And I believe that... No, it's not on Barnes, rather. It is on Barnes, so my apologies, it is, and she is out of the game. So, Tess Barnes is out. Coming back in is Emily Conn. 21-point ball game. 80 plays 59. Right. Not much on offer, and again, it's just Tidswell. Looks to take it all the way. Takes it and 1 points are good. Just picture perfect basketball from the Sunbury Jets here. The high steals, the high defense, and that is the perfect basketball play. The steal, the and one, and the potential for the 3-point play.
She just knew. She just knew exactly where the ball was going to go. Read it perfectly.
Read it so well. She couldn't consolidate the free throw. Siamoa turns. Couldn't get the mid-range to fall either. Tidwell. Could have been a foul. It'll be a travel anyway.
Oh, unlucky.
Right in front of us. Hands came in as a party. And I think Tidwell was asking a question there. A bit stiff there
I
to
reckon
get that
so,
travel. Nonetheless, Hume City will take anything they can get at this point in the game. As a party finds Siamoa. She's going to pull up for 3 here, Siamoa. Off the back of the iron. Hindle back into the game. Put up the shot, couldn't go. Wines, strong. But Makarov was even stronger. And got the rebound. Here's Conn down the floor. Beckley looks to drive, kicks it out. And here's Cannon, but interception and a poor possession there. Tegan Hindle brings the ball down. They've just been very stagnant on offense so far in this. Just the 4 points for Hume City in this quarter. As the party into wine was corralled by Makarov.
It's starting to come apart.
It is. Tidswell finds Beckley, finds Makarov, and now Con. Tidswell out on the shot clock. Good strip there from Lord, though. Active hands are excellent. She passed it off to Tegan Hinzel. Swings it across as a party. Fakes a three on Beckley. No foul call there at all, but possession will stay with Hume City. We've got a flop warning going the way of, I believe it's Sunbury here. Makarov comes out. O'Reilly back in, and Jade Kirk comes in for her first minutes of the game as the party comes off for a bit of a rest. $13 on the shot clock, 23-point lead. Wine with a mid-range jumper, a bit too heavy off the back of the ring, and that's, I believe, Haley Wine's fourth foul of the night.
Yeah.
So she's also in foul trouble here.
The shots are just completely dried up for Hume City. They seem to get open looks, but they all just seem to fall short. And
Sunbury getting the exact same looks.
Yeah.
And it's just the contrast in the way they're going about their offenses. One team's shots are falling, the other team's aren't. What a
look at
pass
this play.
inside
Beautiful.
from Tani Cannon to spot up Emily Con again. And she finished off beautifully. Goodness me, that was a good pass. Lord, mid-range flow was good. A nice little response there from Charlotte Lord. And she's up to 17 in the game, leads to Hume City scoring. O'Reilly. Con. Cannon. Back into Con. Swings it to the top. Here's Beckley again. Rebound there from Lord. Kirk now. Inside to CMR for the mid-range jumper. Just falls short. Easy rebound again for O'Reilly. Rebound number 11. That's her double-double. Swings it back to Tidswell. We've got the shot clock didn't start, and so we're good.
Gotta go all the way back to the baseline. Luckily, the ref was onto it because I don't think anyone else was.
You didn't see the clock tick down. So they'll do it all again from the baseline. We'll get Ellen Wright coming in for Charlotte Lord in the meantime. Shot clock starts now. We're underway again. Under 5 minutes to go in this final term. Sunbury with us, the massive stronghold in this game, and again, Beckley with the mid-range. Great find from Tidswell. Beckley now with 26 in the game, quietly going about her work. Good pass inside to Kirk from Tegan Inzel, and CMO with the putback was excellent.
Good offensive rebound there.
Brilliant work there from CMO up. She's up to 11 in the game as well. A lot of players entering double figures in this game.
Oh, another beautiful pass.
Good pass from Beckley to Can, and it's time out called. We're watching a masterclass here from the Sunbury Jets tonight, Hannah. It's a fantastic display of basketball, and Hume City just being caught off guard at every position and every possession as well. Some of these passes are just unbelievably good, and I guess Emily Conant on the end of a lot of these passes too, and she's up to 11 points in the game.
They're just playing beautiful basketball. That's about 3 or 4 times they've pretty much run that same play, and it's just worked perfectly each time. Hume City have fallen for it each time, but I mean, we're seeing exactly why they're on top of the ladder. I think they even beat Bulleen a few weeks ago, prior to the lockdown, but they're just into Beckley, 26 points. I mean, she didn't do much in the first quarter, but from then on, it seems quietly going about her work.
She hasn't looked like she's scored that many, but she's just gone quietly about her work. 12 for 19 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3. I think the one big story of this game as well, though, is that Sunbury lead their assist count 22-11, and that's where 11 scores is 22 points. At the moment, the lead is at the 25. So those assists are really becoming a pivotal part of their offense.
Yeah, they're passing the ball well and getting a lot of shots, especially now in the paint. And they're taking care of the ball.
So Hindle found right, and now Simo has the ball, guarded by Cannon. Swings it across to Hindle, steps back for three, hit the side of the backboard. And here come Sunbury again. Tidswell, O'Reilly. Swings it across. Here's Con inside. Beckley backs down on Haley Wine. Wine got the better of it that time. And here comes Hindle down the floor, across to right into Siamoa. Moving the ball, Kirk across to Hindle. Pass wasn't great, and inevitably another turnover. And Sunbury with another free possession. Tidswell, corralled by Kirk. We know how good Kirk can be on the defensive end as well. A very, very solid player. And she's just there. Calls a turnover. Very, very nicely done there by Jake Kirk. Here's Hindle in transition. And here's Kirk again. Could she pull up? She does. Couldn't get it to go. Right where the follow is good. And the good put back there. 23-point game. 88-65.
And that right there is why Jade Kirk, that's what she's known for, especially in the Youth League division. She just corrals, annoys, caused a turnover there, and see if she can do it again. A very aggressive player. Did it again, but Makov with the follow this time. They just were undersized inside the paint. And Hannah Makarov with 8 points in this game. Hindle in front of the Sunbury bench, came off the shin of Khan, and will stay with the Broncos. Hindle comes out and Burns comes back in, and Sunbury now, they've been solid all night. Burns inside to Wine. They'll be out of court going Hume City's way. Imogen Woodley coming in for her first minutes for Sunbury as well. So Coach John White looking to play some of the bench players and giving them experience in this game, and rightfully so. Burns got it back from Haley Wine, put the three ball up, it was way short with the shot clock expiring, and it, I guess, epitomises this second half for Hume City. It's been very, very difficult. Tidswell, Cannon into Makarov, going to get a hand to it. A jump ball called, going the way of Hume City. Ex-teammates going at it there.
Absolutely right. I think when Jay Kirk plays against any opposition, there's no teammates on the other team.
I don't think so.
She goes about her work very, very nicely. Here's Burns, looks to drive and put up the shot. Nice take there from Sophie Burns.
Beautiful floater.
The Kareem skyhook almost from the point guard. Cannon, Wardley, swings it across. Finds Con, good hands there from Sophie Burns. Just couldn't get to it in the end, and it'll stay with Sunbury. Minute 43 to go in this game. Sunbury to look to move 10-1 in this big V21 season and consolidate top spot with a big percentage boosting win here. Shot clock goes down to 2. Tito to put it up, couldn't get it to go. And here's Burns on transition into Wine with a spin, a bit heavy with the left hand, and Cannon was able to trap the ball through. Wardley looks to attack, and free throws coming for Imogen Wardley.
Yeah, Leilani Samoa just out of position there with a little bit of a push. She's not happy with the call, but it's there.
Rightfully so. It was definitely a foul there, yeah. From our position here, we had the perfect angle on that as well, I think. That Imogen Worley for her first minute in the game, she's already at the line. 11 for 18 from the free throw line tonight. The Jets 64% as compared to Hume City's 76%. So free throw is probably not the strong suit, but she consolidates a second free throw. 24-point lead here in this final minute. Kirk. Good hands from Cannon again, and Makarov just picks up the loose ball, and Con brings it down. Jidswell again looks to drive in, just hit the front of the ring before it went up, and Wine went with the rebound. Burns looks to control it and does so. Sings it to Kirk for three, just off the back of the ring again. Right, how'd she go about it? It will stay with Hume City. Came off Wardley's fingertips, and last 30 seconds of this encounter, Burns couldn't get the three to go. 4 from 21 outside three with the Broncos, and
very poor.
It's a tough shooting night. 20% from the 3-point line. Makarov got stripped, but good hands again from Burns. The final possession of this game. Burns will let you go for it. Take on Makarov. It's a nice little finish to this game in what otherwise has been a very, very tough night. A 22-point victory for the Sunbury Jets. They rocket up to 10-1 on the big V ladder, 91-69 on the back of 26 points from Jacinta Beckley, 18 from Bianca Dorfmeyer, 14 from Orla O'Reilly, and 11 from Emily Conn. Also should mention Orla O'Reilly with the 14 points and 11 rebounds to complete her double-double. For Hume City, they started off fairly well. They stayed in touch for a half of basketball, but the strength of Sunbury got too much. 17 points to Charlotte Lord. She had a really good game herself. 50% from the field. 15 from Sophie Burns. 12 for Just As a Party. And 11 from Leilani Samoa. That concludes our double-header here tonight at Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium. Went 1-1 on the night with our state champ men defeating the Jets earlier in the night and solidifying their spot in the top 4 for another week. Unfortunately, the girls couldn't get the job done, but they'll look to next week. Hannah, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I know it's been a bit unusual for you, your first couple of commentating gigs, but it's been a very good one.
Yeah, Steve. I've had a lot of fun. First time on the gig of commentating. Always admired people that do commentating and can analyse and tell people at home what's happening during the game. But it's been a good night. A win and a loss for Hume City. The first half of this game was quite good for Hume City, but then Sunbury, being top of the ladder, just took over. And then the previous game, the champ men just ticked it off the list. And look forward to had a blank of when our next home games are. I think actually it's a youth women, champ women doubleheader next Saturday night, and then the men will play the week after. So I don't think we have a champ doubleheader for a while, actually.
No, well, this is the last one for quite some time, it seems, but it's good to see the champ women getting a couple of home games in a row and trying to obviously look to bounce back from this win next week. Wherever you've been watching or listening from, thank you for joining us tonight. And from Broadmeadows Basketball Stadium, we are signing off. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.